Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 2 of the Newcastle career mode here on FIFA 19. The shirt arrived in the post and we're ready to get cracking with episode 2, looking to hopefully, potentially, make some transfers today. I've taken some feedback from the comment section of the last episode, the first episode, because there's only been one so far. Hundreds of comments. Thank you for your support on that video, by the way. Do drop this one a like if you're continuing to enjoy the series. There was plenty of feedback. One of the main points, two of the main points of concern, were wing-back and goalkeeper. I have, thanks to your feedback, made a decision with regards to goalkeeper and the wing-back situation. I'm going to sell Elliott, sell Darlow, who I've now transfer listed, and we will keep Freddie Woodman. He's in the England under-21 setup, and we will keep Freddie Woodman and train him, and he will be my backup goalkeeper. We won't look to bring in another goalie. We'll keep Dubravka as number 1 and Woodman as number 2. With regards to the wing-back situation, at present, I'm playing Javier Manquillo at left-back as my starter. However, A, there was quite a bit of a call to start Dummett at left-back over Manquillo. B, and a better option, in my opinion, is to have Manquillo as my backup right-back to DeAndre Yedlin and sign a first-team left-back ahead of Paul Dummett. So Dummett will still stay as my backup left-back, but I'll sign a better left-back ahead of Manquillo, and Manquillo can just default to becoming the rotation right-back, which means that we then don't need to worry about signing a rotation right-back at all. We've got 2 right-backs, and if I go out and sign a first-team left-back, then that adequately fills that particular criteria as well. So the goalkeeper and wing-back decisions have been made. I just need to go out and actually make the signings now. With regards to the striking situation, and to be fair, one of the midfield central positions as well, I asked you whether I should recall both striking Dwight Gale, where are we, sort by position, and at centre mid, Henri Saivet as well. There were some people that said don't, but the main consensus was to recall both players. So I will recall Saivet for £378,000. He will come back to the club now. And also, I will recall Dwight Gale. Now, I'm led to believe that Dwight Gale going to West Brom was intertwined with the move that brought Salomon Rondon to Newcastle. So I will terminate Rondon's deal to bring Dwight Gale back. So that both, so you know, if one only went because the other one went, then one will only come back if the other one goes back. So we'll rotate there. So we have Muto, Iosi Perez and Dwight Gale as my 3 strikers right now. Obviously still looking to sell Hosselu if possible. Not really looking to improve in any of the 4 midfield positions at present. Let me, though, put Dwight Gale on the bench. Move Carl Darlow out of the way there. And then Henri Saivet I will actually put on the bench as well. We'll put Henri Saivet in there for Modiami, who will hopefully, theoretically, be leaving us sooner rather than later once we get some bids in for him. As will Carl Darlow, hopefully, as well. But let's do that. So now everybody is where they should be there. And that's some decisions made. Now, your suggestions, I have added a number of players onto the shortlist, and I'm scouting all of them. Some of which don't need scouting yet. Or, sorry, some of which don't need scouting. Some do need a lot of scouting to be done. Let me sort by position. Do it that way. There we go. So, as I mentioned, I'm not looking for a right back now, but I want to put these guys on the list. A, so that you guys could see that I'd seen them and I, acknowledged them. B, with wing backs, it's not overly important which side they're on. It's not Ultimate Team where you need the chemistry, and a right back can quite as comfortably play at left back as a left back can play at right back on FIFA. In real life, it's a different story. But on FIFA, I could quite easily play Kevin Mbabu at left back and not worry about it. So I am going to continue to scout everybody here. I'm not sure about Amian. I don't know anything about him, or Dodo, and he's only 5'5", so that doesn't fill me with confidence. But James Tavernier Wan-Bissaka at Crystal Palace, Kevin Mbabu, I will most certainly be interested in once we get full scout reports back on them. Joe Gomez can play. Oh, we've got Robert Gumney as well. I know nothing about him either. We have Joe Gomez, who's down as a centre-back but can play at wing-back too. On either side, could basically play anywhere in defence. And then with regards left-backs on the list, some probably higher-rated players. Ben Chilwell is an option as an English potential. Obviously played for England the other day. Christian Ramirez, I know nothing about him, but I'll scout him. Philip Max was a popular suggestion. A regular feature in the comment section. So was Ferland Mendy as well, actually. Another left-back, Mendy, from France. 4-star as well. So he actually might be, depending on what his stats look like, a genuine option there. Luke Shaw is kind of the go-to English left-back option outside of Ryan Sessegnon, although Sessegnon is more of a winger now than a left-back. Zinchenko is someone I know next to nothing about, but he might be okay. We'll have to wait and see. Tagliafico is another like default go-to left-back because he's quick, but I don't know whether I'll sign him. We also have Lato, who could play anywhere on the left-hand side from Valencia. Don't know whether he'd be a decent option. Ludwig Augustinsson from Werder Bremen. Wait and see what his stats look like. We have Frank Fabra as well from Buenos Aires, who of course used to be Boca Juniors, now rebranded as Buenos Aires FC. Physicals are superb for him. We know that already going in. I know nothing about these two though. Douglas Santos and Marcelo Saracchi. I know nothing about these two at Hamburg and Leipzig, respectively. We'll wait for scout reports on them before making a definitive decision. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is here. I mentioned I don't really want to sign a centre mid, and I don't, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek I could play further forward in that Iosi Perez type role. He's someone I would consider getting in on loan and then maybe training and then maybe buying him in a latter season. Let me know. I threw Alphonso Davies on here because he was highly recommended and supposedly has great potential. I know nothing about him, but we shall wait and see. And then we've the central players. Chiesa I threw on there because he can play at centre forward as well. So we'll wait and see what his stats look like. And then with regards to cam and strikers, we have Hannes Wolf, an Austrian from Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg. I know nothing about him. Similarly, Sofiane Diop from Monaco. He's only 5'5", so I'm not sure he'll suit the Premier League. We have Krovinovic from Benfica, who's a Croatian, 4-star, 5'10". We'll wait and see what his stats look like. Looks like he might be decent technically. Have to wait and see. Jack Grealish is obviously one of the go-to younger cams that we could use potentially to bring him in. I know nothing about Kangin Lee, South Korean international from Valencia. And then out-and-out strikers. I also got Hudson-Odoi for that centre-forward role as well, even though he's down default as a left wing. We could use Hudson-Odoi in that centre-forward role. Again, would probably look to a loan there more so than a permanent initially. But up top, if we were to buy a striker, then Smolov is on the list. Daniel Sturridge is on the list as well. Not the fastest, but good technically. Timothy Weah, I know nothing about him, but I'm scouting him anyway because he was recommended by you guys. Umar Niasse doesn't necessarily fill me with confidence, but if his stats look good, he might be worth a try. Patrick Schick, we know all about from the Roma Cremo series last year on FIFA 18. I know that he'd be a decent option. Maximilian Philippe is genuinely a good option as well, actually. Up top, it just depends how expensive he might be from Borussia Dortmund. And then, as we mentioned, Hudson-Odoi. Now, you guys did tell me in the comment section as well about some release clauses. Most notably, Matt Ritchie, which I have now renegotiated his contract. And Matt Ritchie no longer has a release clause. Similarly with Muto, he had a release clause as well, and he now does not either. So we're not going to get caught out there like we did with Toby Alderweireld in the Tottenham series. But we're going to jump into this second friendly now against Espanyol. We'll play this. We'll play the other game in the episode, or other game in the group stage as well today. And then hopefully we can get some scout reports back before, well, I'm not sure I'm going to make it out of the group stage. So before the start of the league season. Like I say, drop the video a like if you enjoy. Continue to let me know your feedback in the comment section down below with the transfer issues raised. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this series. It is daily. And let's see if we can't get a result this time around in pre-season. Richie into Muto. Ozzy Perez was in front of him making moves. And Kennedy was the man that scored the goal in our first friendly game. Oh, but he's not the man to score the goal here. At least not in the opening 4 minutes. Well cleared away by the defender. Richie will deliver the ball into the middle and headed away by a defender again. Kennedy, I think, is going to be very influential for us in this first season on that left-hand side. Very influential indeed, as is Key in the middle. Musa will get this under control, but Hermoso outmuscles him. Positive start, though. That gives me confidence that we might be able to get something out of this game, even though it's still early doors and Espanyol are yet to threaten me, so I don't know what their attacking talents are all about. But Shelby's done brilliantly there to turn, and here's Muto, and he'll shoot, and it's well blocked. It will be picked up by Ozzy Perez and cleared away by a defender. Really pleased with the opening 10 minutes here, though, pinning Espanyol in. Just need to keep it going, and then get the ball into the back of the net. That'd be great. Corner for Espanyol. Hernan Perez to deliver. She does. And what's going to drop free? Oh, wasn't the best of clearances from Marcel. Dubravka does well. Would have expected the defender to have gotten it a lot further than that with his clearance. Pablo Piatti will take the second corner. And he's done much better this time around, Jamal Lascelles. Still, though, the ball comes forward. Pablo Piatti could cross. He's very fast, actually. Oh, Cher does enough. Good header. Oh, Jamal, come on. These clearances aren't good enough. I'm not trying to pass it out to anyone. I'm literally pressing B to clear it. And he just keeps under-hitting it. Muto around the corner there to Ozzy Perez. Let's try and burn away with a little bit of pace. Got Hermoso with me. There's Kennedy arriving, as he always tends to do. And looking for Muto! And I don't know how he's missed the target there. Corner for Espanyol, 10 minutes before half-time. And then Perez into the middle. And Key with a good header. Muto will try and close them down. Damia out wide here to Hernan Perez. That's my fault. Poor positioning from me with Dummett out wide. I've gone to close him down. And I've gone too far. I thought he was going to cut back and he didn't. The CPU tends to cut back. On this occasion they didn't. Whips it in. And then diving in at the near post was Iglesias to make it 1-0 Espanyol. Yet more signs that this is going to be a very long season for us at Newcastle United. And a very challenging season. Difficult times ahead in year one, but that is exactly what we want. We want it to be difficult. That would be a breath of fresh air on the channel. As the Southampton series was last year. Kennedy into Shelby. Around the corner there to Key. A look for Richie. And we'll look to finesse it this time rather than power it with his right foot. Didn't quite get the angle right though. Still 1-0 down. Key will get this down the line there to Matt Ritchie, who will whip the ball in towards the back post. But it's not the best. I haven't pressed anything there. He's done it all for me. But Kennedy scores again. He's the only player to score for us so far at Newcastle. That time it was an auto header. I didn't have a chance to react to press shoot myself as the ball was tipped over by the goalkeeper. Kennedy's done well to react there and then just gets to the ball ahead of the defender and somehow squeezes it between keeper and post. He's not got much of an angle to aim at there and just heads down to the ground, bounces about an inch or so inside the post. Thank you very much. 1-1. Cross to Garcia. 3 minutes added on. Baptistao to Roca. Nice turn, but Ritchie intercepts. Counter-attack is on here. Saive, well cut out by Naldo. Saive couldn't quite squeeze it past him. And I think, yeah, there we go. There's the final whistle. A 1-1 draw. We've avoided defeat, which is good news, but we haven't been able to get a win. But we are creating chances still, which is good news. That's a positive takeaway. Let's see if we can get a win in the third game and then have a look at some of those scout reports. Hosselu has been sold to Hoffenheim for 6.5 million, 4.6 of which has been added to my transfer budget. Real Sociedad are coming with a bid of 6.2 for Dummett. Now, I would still be interested in selling Dummett, but now we've made the decision what to do with our wing backs. That would then leave me needing to sign 2 left backs. So I don't really think the other left back we have, Lazar, is anywhere near as good as he needs to be for me to be able to adequately consider him decent enough backup. 6.2 is just not good enough, I'm afraid. I am going to need upwards of 8 if I'm going to be able to adequately replace him. And they're going to give me 8.5. Okay. So it looks like Paul Dummett's on the way out. I'm going to need 2 left-backs. A first team and a backup. Which is fine. We have the money to be able to do that. They've offered me a loan deal for Muto. That's a swift no, thank you very much. Starting striker right now. Muto's going nowhere. Right, if we beat Augsburg, then we should qualify for the knockouts. Should. Roche. Ji-Dong-Won to Roche. Ji-Dong-Won again. Lovely ball out wide to Andre Hahn, who's got some pace. Has a good cross too. Oh, the clearance came off Calby, and that would be a goal kick. That could very easily have flown into the back of the net there. I'm not entirely sure it needed the goal decision system, but still, very, very nearly 1-0 Augsburg there. That's a let-off. I think a slightly rotated side here just to give a couple of other players a go to see what they're all about. Dummett's on a nice overlapping run here, though. We'll whip a ball into the middle. It's not the best delivery. It's not the worst. It will drop here for Jacob Murphy, who might earn a corner there. I'm not sure who it came off last, but he's kept the ball in, and the delivery is not the worst. Technique on the volley is not the worst, but it wasn't struck very cleanly, and it will stay at 0-0. In there to Iosi Perez. Can we start the second half on the front foot? Dwight Gale is trying to do that. It's been slightly taken away from him. He's done well there to intercept, though. Jacob Murphy will get in the box. We'll just stand the cross up. Iosi Perez with a first-time volley that's well saved by the keeper. Good start. What can we follow that up with? John Shelby could win that header. Not if the defender's going to leap that high above him. Yedlin will get this round the corner. It's John Shelby that's in possession again. There's Christian Atsu. Through that gap there is Jacob Murphy. I'm trying to lay this in front of Shelby, but I've just not got the strength to hold off the Augsburg man. This has been a frustrating game. I can definitely feel the difference between my first strength side and the slightly rotated side that I'm playing here. You can see Dubravka, Lascelles, Yedlin, and Iosi Perez and Shelby. So Perez, Shelby, and the other 3 there. There's only 5 of my normal starting 11 that are in this one, and I can feel the difference between my full strength side and the side that is filled with fringe players, which hopefully is more of a sign that when we get better players into the team, we'll be able to feel the difference even more so. It's not necessarily a bad thing that is how it feels, because we'll be able to tell true quality when we sign a player that has it. Dwight Gale, try and drop the shoulder here and get the shot off. Good save by the keeper. Henri Saivet will keep this in play. And then stand the cross into the middle. Atsu's touch is terrible, and they'll clear it away. Christian Atsu hasn't impressed me so far. I would consider selling him, but perhaps we'd wait until January and give him the chance to have slightly more first team football, or give myself slightly more chance to play a little bit more with him before making a definitive decision. We'll reach into the middle. Keeper, thank you to Dubravka. Needed that. We're not far away from our first clean sheet with this Newcastle side, which again, even though we haven't won, would show signs of progression with the side, especially considering it isn't my strongest 11. Yedlin down the line there to Murphy. Inside to Modiami, who's turned well, just powered through there. Iosi Perez to Dwight Gale. Will dink it over the top, looking for the runner Christian Atsu, who will get to this first. Brings it down well. We just work the space to get a cross in, perhaps. There's the delivery. It's decent. Oh! Modiami with the header off the outside the post. That surely would have won it for us and sent us through to the knockout stages in this pre-season tournament. That, I think, is going to be our last opportunity. The final whistle is going to go before the ball even reaches the halfway line. I think it has gotten across, but there it is. Such is the way of things sometimes, and I think we're going to have to get used to that feeling, because it might happen time and time again when we get to the Premier League season. Again, creating chances, and for the first time, keeping a clean sheet. Visual and recognisable progression as we get through this pre-season tournament. Now, prize money of only 1.1 million when there was 6.9 million available to me is frustrating. Very much so. Dummett sold. There we go. Confirmation of that sale now. So we are going to need 2 left backs. £8.5 million the sale, at £6 million the... I'm reduce the player wage by 44%. How much have I done that? 96%. I just need to sell one more player, and then we will have achieved that thing. And then once it's done, then that's it. I don't need to. I can, you know, spend as freely as I like, and it's not going to affect it. But what we need to do now is start replacing the players that have gone out. So I'm going to look. Let's see how much longer we got on those scout reports. I'm going to wait until we get the scout reports back. They shouldn't be too much longer incoming. Should get a load of, there we go, a load of emails with scout reports coming sooner rather than later, and there they are. So let's go and have a look in the, wow, yes, quite a handful. I'm going to go and have a look in my shortlist and try and figure out who I want and who I don't want. Still waiting on full confirmation of Kevin and Babu's stats, although we know he's going to be physically impressive. Technically not incredible, but could be trained. Might be worth signing as a backup left back, but not contemplating signing him as a first team because I don't think he's going to be good enough. Wan-Bissaka, oh, he's not that bad in the tackle actually. For 72 rated, he's not that bad in the tackle. 80 slide and 75 stand. That's not the worst in the world. James Tavernier, good physicals, very good physicals, and technically good too. We could train his tackling, and then that would surely rocket his overall rating because his passing and ball control and stuff are already pretty decent. So as soon as his technical defensive stats start to improve, he could be decent, you know, James Tavernier. That's a genuine option for maybe a backup left back. I'm sorely tempted to try and bid for him now, actually. What's he valued at? 5 million, £34,000 a week. His wages are quite high. Dodo, I'm going to remove. I'm not keen on him. Amian, I'll wait. No, we've got other options. We've got other options. Gumney, he's quick. Yeah, but technically nowhere near good enough. We're going to have plenty of other better options. Joe Gomez, 77 rated. Can play at wing back and at centre back. Would be a good loan option maybe, but I don't know as I'd want to sign him permanently. Unless maybe I played him at centre back in an upcoming season. We'll put a pin in Joe Gomez. Douglas Santos, okay technically and physically. Stand tackle of only 70. One to consider. Fabra, we knew his physical stats were going to be impressive. And technically he's not bad either. That could be a genuine option, Frank Fabra. What is his valuation? 7 million. He's had an offer accepted from Schalke as well. Can I still try and sign him? Yes. Right, I might genuinely go for Frank Fabra. Augustinson, it's not as fast as I was led to believe. It gave a little star next to acceleration and sprint speed, but that's not incredible. Lato, quickish. He could be a good option as well. Lato, 75 rated. Fabra and Lato, I think, are the leading two at the minute. Tagliafico, he's very solid, but also very generic. So I'm going to not get Tagliafico. Ben Chilwell. Let's see, him being English would make me want to prioritise him over a couple of others. Ramirez, good physically, technically no. We will have better options available to us. Zinchenko. I'm going to say no to Zinchenko. Well, Luke Shaw is Luke Shaw. I think we know all about... Where's he gone? He's moved. We know all about Luke Shaw. What's he valued at? 12.5. He's on 80 grand a week though. Jeez, that's a lot of money. I'm not sure we can afford that at the minute. This guy looks decent. Expensive. But would he be worth it? Philippe Max. 91 crossing. Hello. Are you expensive? No. Okay, Philip Max has just thrown himself into the mix. I might go Max and Tavernier, you know. I think I will. I think I will go Max and Tavernier. Let's try and sign Philip Max. No bigger negotiations with club. Obviously Frank Fabra has the great physical stats, but Max was definitely right up there with the amount, like, there were a lot of people requesting Max. I'll offer his valuation and see what they say. We want 13.7. Okay, we can negotiate from there. How about 11? In fact, what do they offer? 9.5. How about 10.8? We'll come down or rise to them bit by bit. There you go. And he wasn't on much wage-wise, which is going to be important for us. Wages are going to be very important for us. He's on 19 grand a week. I'll say important. I don't want to throw him straight in as an incredible. He wants crucial. Okay, well, I have to give him crucial. I have to give him crucial. That's fine. 3 years. I'll counter. I'll ask for 5. And then if we can settle on 4, that'd be great. Would you accept 4? Good. Release clause. No release clause is fine by me. And then we're on to wages. Have they got anything in mind? They don't. Well, he's on 19, so I'll offer him 30. They're signing on bonus of £500,000. And we'll see what they say to that. They might just accept it straight up, and they have done. Good. Okay, that's one left back in. Now, Mendy's really intriguing me, though. But I would like to sign an Englishman too, but Tavernier's 26 and Chilwell is only 21. I'm going to go Ben Chilwell. I'm going to sign Ben Chilwell. He's on a little bit wage-wise, but it's less than Mendy. For transfer fee, I'll offer 8 million. Oh, 8 million, 10,000 apparently, because I just clicked the stick and see what they say. 13.2. How about 10? 11.6. Okay, we're getting there. How about 10.8? I'll meet you halfway. Good. Nicely done, Claude Puel. That's a good decision. Right, Chilwell is coming in. He was on 31, was it? 31,000? He wants an import. He's on 33. I'll counter with rotation just to try and keep him happy. No, they're certain they want important. That's fine. Obviously, we gave Max the crucial role. I'll ask for 5 years. If they'll take that, great. 3 years, okay. We shall counter with 4 again. See, getting players for as long as possible is important. No release clause. He's willing to take a wage cut of almost £10,000. That is huge. Yes. That could turn out to be a great signing for us. So let's remove the other players in that position just to give us a little bit more focus on the other positions we're looking at. There we go. Right. Jack Grealish. Good technique. Good physically, good technically, good agility and balance. He's only 22. He could be a genuine option. He's £10 million is a high valuation, but he's not on much wage-wise. Alfonso. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's good technically. He is good technically. I'm not sure. I think I'd rather sign someone for that centre forward role at present. Smolov is 81 rated, and well, actually he's not that expensive. Oh, he's just joined the club, so he can't move again. Okay, so that's Smolov off the list. I might give Striker a little bit more time. Maximilian Philippe is a player that really, really intrigues me. I don't know to... Oh, okay. 4-star, 4-star as well. How much have we got left? 18 million. We've not got much left. We've really not got much left. Okay. We might need to... make another sale or two before we can consider signing anyone else. Let's throw Max into the starting lineup. And then Chilwell onto the bench. And I'll sort that out off camera. Mo Diarmi is still on the transfer list, isn't he? As is Rob Elliott and Carl Darlow. Okay, I think we're going to need to sell again. Or sell someone else before we can afford to bring in someone else. But I didn't. We've sold. Well, we've made 2 good signings there. And Max can always play at left mid as well if needed. I'm pleased with those 2 left back signings. I think that will do us, stand us in very good stead indeed. Sylvain, Hayden, Key and Shelby as our central midfielders. Modiami's still waiting to be sold on. Gale, Perez and Muto as my 3 strikers. I would like... That is where we're going to go next, I think. I am going to need a cam/striker. Which is where... See, Ruben Loftus-Cheek would be good, but I don't know whether it would be good enough. in front of goal to fill that role for Iosi Perez. He might well be. He might well be. But for now, we'll leave it as it is and wait until we've sold Modiame before making a decision about striker. Also need to get my Scout Future Star back as well, waiting on that too. But drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. The series is daily, so there'll be another one tomorrow. And there will be a My Player this evening as well, because it's Thursday. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.